It's more difficult with a library because people don't pay to borrow books. The good side of it, though, for what should increase our chances of pulling this off with the libraries, is that there's much more of a stronger emotional attachment to a library. So you're more likely to get volunteers in to run the library than you are the CA. So that's where we are with that. What do we mean by that? And I'll come on later and I'll tell you about some of the interest we've received up to now. It's only a month into consultation and we've already received quite a bit of interest. I'm not going to go into the detail because some of it could end up being commercially sensitive if more than one organisation is interested, but they're coming. Well, there was 3 areas we thought they may come from. 2 of them they are coming from. One is training providers. Training providers who are commissioned to provide training for certain individuals. They will come in, they will provide the training. As part of the training will be overseeing running a library. And we've got expressions of interest from organisations who said they would do that. The second one is, could it be purely a commercial venture? Well, on the one hand, and say, well, no, it can't, because people's not going to pay to borrow books. But on the other hand, just for the community associations, we will allow a certain proportion of that activity to be commercial. So it's not, we are not wait for someone to come forward and say, well, okay then, I'll run that, along with volunteers, but I want part of it to be something else, what people pay for. The logical one, what I would expect, would be some sort of coffee shop or something like that. It's not beyond our reach. Others have done it, and we've got an expressions of interest for one of them around that. The third one, which probably the disappointing one, we haven't got anybody coming forward for, but we do have many charities in the borough. Many of them are community facilities and community associations, and there isn't any reason it could come under the umbrella of that parent organisation, and it could be sort of a satellite operation as part of that, run by volunteers. So the governance is there for the main parent organisation, and they oversee the volunteering side, the community side of the library. So there are 3 things we thought might happen. 2 of them have happened. The third one hasn't happened yet. We haven't had any CAs stepping forward, for example, and say, well, okay, it's in my patch, I'll oversee that. The next thing we can do is we can have community-run book collection points, and that just expands on, okay, you click on a computer, I can pick up my book anywhere I want in any library. We could expand that. You could pick them up anywhere you want, basically, you know. So you can see any shop or post office, if they're prepared to increase their trade because you've popped in to pick up your book, we're happy to do that. Now, I'll touch on this later, but we have a very, very healthy library home reader service. We've been working away to try to build that up, and that's volunteers who go out and deliver books to vulnerable groups, and we can expand that.